Metropolis shines under a bold headline as the newest issue of Action Comics arrives. Superman stands ready on the cover, a symbol of hope in a city hungry for wonder. This is Superman No. 21 February 1940, and the page promises a last thrilling chance to enter a gigantic contest. Over 2,000 free prizes await those daring enough to take part. The invitation is simple but irresistible. Details lie within these pages. In bright Metropolis, adventure is never far away. Metropolis blazes in the daylight as Clark Kent strides toward the Daily Star, calm and unassuming beneath the city's shining skyline. Then, with terrifying suddenness, a building begins to collapse nearby, sending civilians screaming into the street. Clark reacts in an instant, hurling them to safety before the rubble crashes down around him.
Look, he's still alive. He emerged unharmed. That was close short of miraculous.
Clark rises from the wreckage, perfectly unharmed, though the truth behind his survival remains hidden beneath his quiet smile.
Follow me, you'd better get first aid treatment.
Clark follows the young man into the partially demolished building, where a laboratory hums with dangerous secrets amid the dust and broken stone.
That's odd, you haven't a scratch. And this is quite a laboratory. Could you possibly have had anything to do with this explosion? You've guessed it, the explosion was my fault, but it was entirely accidental. Let's have the details. My name is Terry Curtis. I've been trying to harness atomic energy, and today, right in the middle of my experiment, there came that terrific explosion.
A dangerous experiment has torn open the calm of Metropolis, and Clark Kent is suddenly standing at the edge of something far bigger than a mere accident. Metropolis glows with bright promise, but beneath the shining skyline, a deadly discovery has just been revealed.
It looks like I'm upon the point of discovering a weapon that could destroy any matter it was leveled at.
I'd suggest that in the future you be more careful you don't destroy yourself or innocent parties.
Soon, Clark is back at the Daily Star office, and a hard-won answer is ready to print for all of Metropolis.
And that's the true story of what caused that explosion this morning. This'll make a swell front-page story.
But far away, Ultra has survived her last encounter with Superman, and the article catches her hungry eye.
An atomic disintegrator, HMM. If I had it in my possession, nothing could stop me. Nothing.
That evening in a quiet park, a small act of kindness opens the door to something far more dangerous.
What seems to be the trouble?
This cat, caught in the picket fence. I'm trying to free the poor thing.
Let me help you, it's free.
Half an hour later, the two strangers are already well acquainted, and Ultra makes her move with a chilling smile.
I'm so interested in your work on this atomic disintegrator. Won't you tell me more about it?
I'll tell you more about it when we get together tomorrow night, same place, same time.
You fool, you'll see me again tomorrow night, but in a most unexpected manner.
The next evening, Clark returns to the young scientist, unaware that danger is already closing in.
So your experiments are well advanced. Tell me, why are you suddenly so interested in your appearance? Because I'm to meet the loveliest girl in the world tonight. She resembles Dolores Winters, the actress.
After Clark departs, the hidden room seems to hold its breath in Metropolis's hopeful glow. Why, what are you doing here? How did you find the place?
Never mind, the fact is that I'm here. Aren't you pleased?
Later, Dolores reaches for Curtis's plans, but the moment stretches thin with danger. Put down that paper. What do you mean? Don't pretend innocence. I saw you steal those papers from the table. What's your game?
Okay, Ultra.
Shortly after, atop the building, Ultra forces Curtis into a fantastic autogyro and vanishes into the night. Elsewhere, suspicion sparks in an instant. This girl who looks like Dolores may be Ultra, and Clark must warn Curtis at once. But when he rushes into Curtis's laboratory, he finds only chaos, the place ransacked and deserted. Within Ultra's stronghold, Curtis is dragged under cold light and cruel resolve.
You will continue to work here. Either conclude your experiments within a week or die. I won't do it.
Hours later, the torture ravages his will until the silence finally breaks.
I'll do anything you say, only turn off that light.
The torture never fails, and somewhere in Metropolis, Superman's world is closing in on a terrible truth. A week later, Metropolis still shines beneath a bright, restless sky, but something ominous is stirring behind the city's confident glow.
I wonder whatever became of Terry Curtis. What's wrong with the program schedule?
I can't understand it. A mysterious voice from out of nowhere is breaking into the broadcast and demanding a fantastic sum from the city.
Clark reacts in an instant, every muscle and instinct snapping to attention as the danger becomes clear.
I've got to halt that madwoman.
He vaults over the glittering skyline, racing toward the Wentworth Tower as the city's heartbeat quickens below. Perched high above the streets, Superman watches the final moments tick away, and at exactly 2 o'clock, doom descends. Metropolis gleams below as Superman streaks down from the sky, a blazing blue comet aimed at disaster. He strikes the earth and plants his hands against the towering structure, holding the massive bulk upright as terrified spectators scatter back in panic. Only when the street is clear does the Man of Steel let the tower finally collapse, saving lives with a force as controlled as it is magnificent. Without a moment's rest, Superman launches himself upward in a tremendous leap, chasing the fantastic air vessel across the bright sky.
I'll overtake them in a few seconds.
Inside the sky ship, panic erupts as the crew spots the red and blue blur closing in fast.
It's Superman, I'll give him a taste of the disintegrator.
The deadly ray lashes out, but Superman twists aside at the last instant, his reflexes sharper than the blast of light. Then, as the vessel bears down on him with the disintegrator aimed straight at his chest, he snatches up a huge boulder and hurls it skyward in a thunderous counterstrike. The stone smashes the weapon to ruins, and the sky itself seems to tremble, but the danger is far from over. With its major weapon destroyed, the airship turns tail and flees through the night sky, Superman right on its trail. Unnoticed, the Man of Steel alights atop the plane, silent as a shadow against the stars.
Now to make myself comfortable, and let the ship take me to the fiend behind this.
Deep within Ultra's hideaway, a cruel smile waits in the dark as the trap draws ever closer.
So the Man of Steel expects to surprise me, eh? Well, the surprise may be on him.
The plane descends into the crater of an extinct volcano and slips into a glass-sheathed city hidden beneath the earth.
What the huge metal robots? What a reception.
My little metal pets will make short work of Superman.
Springing at the robots, Superman tears and smashes them together, wrecking them completely, his eyes blazing for a worthy challenge.
What I'd like is some real opposition.
Upon besting the robots, Superman surges to the balcony of a nearby tower, high above the bright skyline of Metropolis.
Ultra, stay back.
You'd better obey your friend.
Why should I stop?
She's rigged up a photoelectric beam across the room. If you break it, the city of Metropolis will automatically be destroyed. You see, Superman, you've met your match. Now go while you can.
I came for Curtis, and I refuse to leave without him.
I'll make a deal with you, Superman. I want the valuable crown jewels guarded within the Reynolds building. Get them for me, and I'll release young Curtis.
I'll do it.
Departing upon his quest, Superman leaps into the air from the crater's heart, driven by duty and the boy he's sworn to save.
Some task, but I've got to perform it to save Curtis.
And as Metropolis watches, the plan twists into something far more dangerous than a simple theft.
Officials of Metropolis, here's interesting news for you. Superman is going to attempt to steal the crown jewels from the Reynolds building. I thought you'd be interested. I don't understand. First you dispatch Superman to get the jewels for you, then you warn their own owners that he's coming for them.
It will be interesting to observe what occurs when the Man of Steel meets their resistance.
Back toward Metropolis races Superman at a speed that would outdistance an express train. Meanwhile, stirred by Ultra's broadcast, the National Guard and police force assemble at the Reynolds building.
He'll never get the jewels. First, he'll have to kill every man here.
Superman lands and looks over the scene, astonished by the crowd gathered below.
My gosh, it looks as though the entire city turned out to welcome me. I don't wish to harm any of you. Come down from there. I suggest you offer no resistance.
A cannon is aimed at the Man of Steel, and it fires with a thunderous blast. He crashes down to Earth, toppling shattered telephone poles and sending the Man of Tomorrow tumbling through the wreckage.
You've got him this time.
So it appears.
Metropolis gleams under a bright, heroic sky as danger races through the streets below. Superman knows there's no time to waste.
I've got to act fast.
How's that what?
Heading to the Reynolds building, Superman begins to clamber up its side like a living force of nature. Bullets rake the air, but they can't slow him down.
I wish you'd stop shooting bullets at me. I'm ticklish.
One of Superman's outflung arms hooks a ledge, and he pulls himself to safety. The city watches as he continues his impossible climb.
I guess they don't care for my company.
Atop a towering Metropolis building, danger erupts in the night as crooks hurl a massive safe down toward the city below. Superman catches it with effortless power, the bright skyline flashing behind him.
Heave-ho, this ought to stop him.
They must think it's Christmas the way they toss gifts around.
With a sharp twist of his wrist, the Man of Steel sends the ponderous safe soaring back through the air. The criminals panic as their own weapon hurtles toward them.
Right back, holy cats, scatter.
Hello, folks. I'll finish you in short order. Mustn't do. Huh. Keep back, all of you, or your commander's liable to find it a long drop to the street.
Do as he says, you fools.
Metropolis gleams under the night sky, but danger stalks the rooftops as the Man of Steel turns the tide.
Next time, be careful whom you attack with a bayonet.
Without pausing, Superman launches himself through a nearby skylight and drops into the jewel room below.
It's him.
Expecting me.
He wheels on the massive safe and tears it open as if it were made of cardboard, ignoring tear gas and gunfire.
Ah, here you are.
Stop him.
Just try it.
Bursting from the building with the crown jewels secured, Superman finds waiting airplanes diving on him in a storm of bullets. But the Man of Tomorrow outflies them all, vanishing into the soft white clouds above Metropolis. Shortly later, the Man of Steel descends into the volcano's crater and into a glass-sheathed city hidden beneath the earth.
Here are the crown jewels. And here's your reward, diamond drills.
So it's a double cross, eh? No, you don't. Give me that disintegrator.
Oh, let me go. If I can reach that switch, the city of Metropolis will be destroyed.
That's why you'll never reach it.
With a fierce twist of power, Superman tears free the photoelectric cell connections and stops the deadly trap cold.
That attends to you, now for Ultra.
Superman hurls himself across the shattered room as Ultra tears open a glass-sheathed window and plunges into the volcano's crater.
Now to destroy this devilish apparatus.
Moments later, with Curtis secured beneath one arm, Superman surges up to the rim of the crater, the molten heart below beginning to stir.
If I can only awaken the slumbering volcano fires.
Then the glass-sheathed city is ripped apart by a devastating eruption as Superman and his burden leap clear into the blazing sky. Racing back toward Metropolis, the two streak across the night until the city's edge finally rises before them.
It all seems to have been a terrible nightmare. Well, leave it go at that. Forget you ever succeeded in disrupting the atom. Farewell.
The danger fades, the night grows quiet, but in the shadows of the next page, a stranger called the Spectre is waiting to be revealed.